Hello and welcome to Brand Alchemy On Demand. I'm Emma Shoesmith. I'm an intuitive business coach and branding expert. I have been doing this now for over 10 years, working in the creative industries, in marketing, branding, design, for quite a long time, and I've really dialed down my niche. It is helping people like you who are following their soul purpose create soul-aligned, heart-led careers and brands that really represent their true essence. Now, I would love to have you on this journey with me. So what is Brand Alchemy? Brand Alchemy is an 8-part course. It's on demand, which means it has all been pre-recorded, so you can access it anytime. You can hop from module to module, picking out the ones that you feel you want to get down with the most at whatever time. And you will follow your own flow throughout this journey, looking at your ideal clients, learning how to turn your values into really specific copywriting that will then talk to the hearts and the minds of your ideal clients. I'm going to help you bring all of your visions together through guided shamanic journeying and journaling, and then working through something called the brand map, which is this template on Canva that you get access to as soon as you log into Brand Alchemy. And then you can start to put in your visions, your voice, your values, your mood boards, your images that you bring together on Pinterest. Once you have your brand map in your hand, you can take that to any marketing specialist who is going to nail your brand first time round, whether that's building out a website for you, creating a presentation or course assets. This document contains everything that you're ever going to need to sell yourself in a soul aligned and organic way, but also explain to other people how you want to be positioned. Now, who is Brand Alchemy for? I like to say Brand Alchemy is for anyone, because doing this journey, whether you're in business or not right now, you're gonna experience a big soul transformation. But mainly the people that we have through this journey are coaches, creatives, teachers, people who have courses or are wanting to create courses, people who already have followings that are ready to double, triple, 10x that and create really solid brands that look great on Instagram, look great on websites, brands that tell stories, brands that connect deeply to the values of their ideal clients. Why now? Why jump on Brand Alchemy now? I say, why not? Because we only get one life, right? And when we're sat on the sidelines and we're not fully partaking in everything that is available to us, we're actually missing a chance to really help people. So when your brand is aligned, when your brand is out there and you have the confidence to show your face as that spokesperson, as that thought leader in your brand, you are then gonna bring in the people that are most aligned to you. Now, if we don't step up and do that, we're actually doing the planet, the world, our soulmate clients a disservice. So now is the time to jump right in. You get access to Brand Alchemy forever. You get access to our live calls for 1 year from the day of purchase, and so that you can keep moving back into Brand Alchemy to evolve in your soul purpose career as everything changes around you. So what about the live calls? Well, as soon as you enter into Brand Alchemy, you will then have access to 3 live calls per month. That's 1 Q&A with me and everyone else that's going through the journey, plus my other one-to-one coaching clients. You will also get access to an awesome networking event where we're seeing it grow and grow every year. Everyone that is included in that networking event also runs conscious businesses and are leaders of their soul purpose careers. So you will automatically feel held in a container that has been specifically made for you to make those connections and potentially connect with some clients. Then we also have a co-working session. So whatever you're experiencing on Brand Alchemy at the moment, whether that's you're working on a specific module or you're digging into one of the sections where you're about to launch something, you can bring that specific project or topic to the co-working session, and we'll help you move through that in our 2-hour co-working session. So let's talk about some success stories. I want to speak about Rachel, and in a bit you're going to see one of Rachel's brand maps that she created. So Rachel came to me as she was transitioning from health coach to abundance mindset coach. After she'd transitioned through that process, created this brand, worked in it for about a year, she then transitioned again to a nervous system coach for leaders, for high net worth clients. Now you can see how she blended all of her skills and gifts into what she offers now. So even though she created her brand as an abundance coach, I'm going to show you a reference in a bit, how she's then used the same fonts, the same color palettes, the same styling for her new brand. So this point is really to illustrate it doesn't matter where you're at, it doesn't matter how you evolve, your essence and your values will often stay the same. So you can keep evolving as you do throughout Brand Alchemy journey. Now let's talk about Blanca. Blanca is a yoga teacher. She has been with me in various different courses. She came into Brand Alchemy really knowing that she's been a yoga teacher for many years and she didn't have a solid brand. Through working with me, she landed on her brand colors, her brand voice, her mission, her logos, her whole holistic brand ecosystem. And now through working with me, she's actually created a membership platform where she's teaching regular morning yoga classes and is about to launch a new club that you can get involved with. And that all came from really working slowly through the Brand Alchemy process to realize what her key and core offering was going to be. Now we've got Brenna. Brenna is a personal brand photographer. She came to me with quite a strong idea of what she was doing. She knew exactly her title, personal brand photographer, but she struggled to bring in some of that some of the imagery that went with that. Her ideas were big. She also wanted to include in intuitive life coaching and breathwork to her offer. And through going through Brand Alchemy, she has enabled herself to pull all of those threads of her business and her soul purpose together and come out with this beautiful soul-aligned brand look and feel. And she's now offering these incredible signature products. There's a soulful brand shoot where you can go and spend a whole day with her working on your brand image. She's also created and upgraded her website using her new fonts, her new colors, her new mood boards and style. And then she released her very first masterclass, and she told me that she wouldn't have been able to do that masterclass without going through the Brand Alchemy journey and building up the confidence that this course helped her to create. So now we're going to go into a bit of a demo where I will show you two versions of the brand map, which is what you get to create at the end of your Brand Alchemy journey. And then I'll also show you Rachel's Instagram and show you how she's developed from all of these different versions of herself into the version that she is now through that process of Brand Alchemy. So without further ado, let's bring in that slide. Okay, so I'm going to show you two case studies now. The first one is from Daniela Ayad. She went through the Brand Alchemy journey recently and came out with the most stunning brand. This is the contents page. Everyone will get access to this template, so everyone's contents page looks the same, apart from you get the chance to change your picture up. And then the first exercise we'll be doing is we'll be diving into your keywords. What makes you, you? This is a really fun exercise that you'll get to do in module 1. Then we'll move on to visioning your style, your digital design, your mood boards, your fonts, your colors, everything that expresses your unique essence in a visual style. You'll get to create these boards on Pinterest and then move them into this brand map that you'll be creating. And here's the color palette. As you can see, Daniela's used an awesome picture that she's taken from one of her mood boards to create this line of colors that are super engaging, super exciting. They really do tell me a lot about the type of person she is. And then you'll get to put them into this nice template where you will find out what the hex code is for each color. Now, with colors, when you're using them online, on a website, in Canva, it's really important that you know the hex code. And this is often a part that we miss out on the branding journey. This will empower you then to change up your colors and use exactly the right tones and palettes for your brand. And here's one of the examples that she's created of how her brand colors are going to look with text. I'm really loving that. Then we move on to her brand fonts. She's chosen a really fun, quite unique and fresh font for her title font, a very simple and strong subtitle, and then a really nice, clear and concise, easy to read body font. And then her action font is a font that would potentially see written something like sale or buy now or click here. It's usually a little bit different and quite nice to have in a handwritten font, which gives it a personal touch. And now she's come onto the font logo section where you're encouraged to get down all of those fonts that pop out at you, that are interesting, that you've created, that you visioned on your mood board and in your meditations, and then you've got them down onto here. Then she's decided on what her final font logo is going to be, and it's this really cool, really unique, really engaging, quite artistic font, and then created a small little logo from that original font, which I think really does describe her unique essence. And then we move on to the client ideal client keywords, and we have a whole module around getting to your ideal client, meditations and activations to help you come up with these words. What are the client keywords? Then you'll be using those keywords to create ideal client statements. How are you going to engage with those clients? What do your clients strive for? What do they need? What can they afford? What are they ready for? And then you'll use the copy that you've created here to then create the copy and the messaging for your whole brand. Moving on to brand vision. What is your vision? What are you set out to do? What are you set out to portray in the world? How do you want to be seen? Your mission is what you're wanting to create. Your mission and your vision are often quite similar. So Daniela's mission here is to help young, deep feeling legends step into their radical, authentic expression and lead a life of freedom, truth, and joy. I am totally here for this. Her brand voice is a really nice pulled together sentence of how she is going to speak and create that space for her people. So she writes how she speaks. She's casual, she's warm, she's gentle, she's accessible, and has a natural, honest and embodiment of her power, wisdom, while staying lighthearted and welcoming. This is great for when we forget what our voice is, and you look at that sentence and you're instantly reminded. Brand values, this again is related to a whole module on finding your brand values: authenticity, connection, expression, compassion. I have a whole list. It's like a 4-page list of values that you can choose from. And now this is the end page. You are the one you've been waiting for. So if you want to create a brand map like this, then head on down to the links and get involved in Brand Alchemy right away. Okay, so here you have a slightly different style of brand map. You get this as a template, so you get to change all of the colors, the fonts, the images. This is one of Rachel's mood boards. She came to me as she was transitioning from health coach to abundance and wealth coach. Now, I have absolutely loved working with Rachel on this. Her colors are really, I feel, representing that earthy, grounded, root chakra, abundant style. And I think she's really got that nailed down in her final color palette that she chose here. Her fonts are elegant, they are very clear, they tell me that she's professional, they tell me that she knows exactly what she's doing. And then she's also worked out what her web fonts are going to be. Finally, landing on a logo, really simple, really clean, very minimal, as an option for her font logo. Then Rachel actually came to me for her final design, and we went that little bit further and we created something that was a little bit more artistic, and I feel like really spoke to this abundance piece in her brand. And then we created this little mark that went on top of it that she's now using across all of her branding. Again, we went even deeper to create a website map and how this would look as people came onto her website and what that user journey would be. We also went deeply into how she would create a photo shoot. So this is just to show you it's not this brand map that's very simple and static. You can really, once you've dived deep into what your brand is, you can go into any aspect of your branding and then give this map to a designer, a web designer, a PR specialist, a marketing specialist who is going to nail your brand first time round. We went really big on the keywords here, and her ideal client statement, the brand vision. As you can see, it's very different from Daniela's. She's added her colors to it, so you've really got an idea of her essence coming through. And here we created some really nice mock-ups so that she could start to vision what her Instagram might look like, her newsletter, and her website. Now here's a little something special. Rachel worked with me last year as she was transitioning from health coach to abundance coach. And then by the end of the year, she'd actually had this even deeper development through going through the brand Alchemy journey. And she's now landed on being a nervous system coach. So what she has done is used all of those colors and ideas and essences that she happened upon through brand Alchemy, and used exactly the same, but just changed what she is doing. So this now is really to show you, it doesn't matter what you come to me with, whether it's you're going to be a coach in this area, whether you're a yoga teacher now and then suddenly you become a coach later. When you really work out what that essence is, what your purpose is, who your ideal clients are, you're always going to have a great backbone, color palette, style guide to reference as you move and evolve through your brand journey. Now here's a sneak peek at what the brand Alchemy journey looks like inside. So down this left-hand side, you have all of the modules, all of the videos, all the way down to the bottom. And you have a little area here which tells you how many lessons you've done, how many completed. So let's just click start here, which is a short information part about how to navigate the course, what's coming up, how to take part in the live calls. And then you've got the categories, so you can look at each module separately. Let's click into module 1 here, the brand cleanse, realign and refresh. You get your intro, you'll get your workbooks to download, you'll get your masterclass recording, which is already hosted. And you'll occasionally, don't need me speaking there as well, double voice, and then you occasionally get fun little gifts that are put in there to inspire you. And then there'll be a Q&A as well that you can get involved in. There'll be a live monthly Q&A that you can also watch. And here we have extra little tips, and this one in particular is a social media clearing meditation that you get to do, which is going to help you to move forward through this first stage of the branding process. Okay, let's have a quick look. Let's just pick another one, and making your Should we go how to use the brand map? So you have seen what a brand map looks like, and this is the area where you get access to creating your brand map. This is a how-to video on how to use your Canva template, and down here you'll click and it will take you straight to Canva where you get to download and use that template. You also get to comment if that's what you want to do, and at the end, this is one of my favorite parts, at the end of each module you have a module integration section where you get to answer questions about how you've done, and this really helps me to keep tabs on where you're at and keep you accountable as you work through. So, is brand alchemy for you? I want you to sit there for one moment with your hand on your heart and your hand on your belly. Close down your eyes, breathe deeply in through your nose, send your roots into the ground and connect with the energy of Mother Earth. Ask yourself in this moment, are you ready? Are you ready to put in those extra hours? Are you ready to be seen? Are you ready to change people's lives with your soul purpose, with your passion, with your creativity? And if that's a yes, I want you to scroll right down to the bottom, make that commitment, and I will see you